Hello everyone, hope you all fine. Today I Lakshmi Negi again with you with the new chapter. This is the last chapter of the book, chapter number 15, probability. So what is the mean by the probability? Probability means the chance of occurring any event. I will tell you the formula also. Formula of probability is number of favorable outcome upon total number of outcome. As suppose you are tossing any coin and you have to find out if you are tossing any coin, so you have to find out the probability of getting a head on it. Since we know that there are the total number of outcomes are 2, head and tail, there are two total outcomes. If we have to find out the probability of getting a head, since we know that head can come one time and total number of outcome is 2, so the probability of getting a head is 1 upon 2. Similarly, the probability of getting a trail is again 1 upon 2. And you should understand that the sum of all the probabilities should be is equal to 1, and probability should not be greater than 1, and probability can never be negative. Now the exercise 15.1, question number 1. In a cricket match, the batswoman hits the boundary 6 times out of 30 balls, and we have to find out the probability that she did not hit the boundary. So you can see here, since the total number of balls are 30, you know that the total number of balls are 30 and hit the boundaries is 6. That's mean in how many balls she did not hit the boundaries. You can see that total balls are 30 and in 6 balls she hit the boundaries. So in how many balls she did not hit the boundary is 30 minus 6, that's mean it is 24. And you have to find out the probability that she did not hit the boundary. Since I told you the formula of getting probability is the number of favorable outcome. The favorable outcomes are 24 and the total number of outcome is 30. So the answer is 24 upon 30. When you will convert it into the simplest form, it will convert it into 4 upon 5. That is the answer of this question. Now moving to the next question, you can see that there are the 1500 families in which there are 2 children who are selected at random. Find out the probability of the following data is to be recorded. You can see that if you will see in this data, you will see that there are 475 families in which there are 2 girls, and 814 families there is 1 girl, and the families which are not having the girl are 212. Now we will see the question. First we have to find out the probability of the family chosen at random having 2 girls. So you will write the language from here. The probability of the family chosen at random having 2 girls is 475 are the families which are having 2 girls, and the total number of families to be recorded, the data to be recorded from 1500 families. Therefore the answer will be 475 upon 1500. Now see the second question. You can see that the girl which are having the families which are having 1 girl. So the probability is 814 upon 1500. You will convert it into the simplest form. We will get this one. Similarly, the family which are having no girl is 212 upon 1500. But if you will see the question, the last line is you have to check that the sum of these probability is equal to 1. As I told you that the sum of all the probability should be equal to 1. It cannot be greater than 1. So you can see that if we will add these all, we will see that the answer will be 1. We will divide it, we will get this one. Now moving to the next question, you can see that in a particular section of class 9th, 40 students were asked about the month of the birth, and following graph is prepared on the data so obtained. Find the probability of the student of the class was born on August. This data you have to see from the previous question, which is in the statistic chapter. So I will show you the data of this question. You can see that this was the data. You can see in your book also that in this data you can see that in January month there are the 3 students born, and in February month there are 4 students, March there are 2 students, in April there are 2 students born, and in May there are 5, and similarly we can see the number of students born in different month. Now what we have to find out, and how many students we did this observation. We took 40 students, and the number of students born on August, you can see that in the month of August there are 8 students born. You can see that this graph goes the between the 6 and 7. In August there are 6 students. This is moving to the 6. You can see that till 6 the August graph goes till 6. So the probability will be 6 upon 40. Therefore the answer will be 6 upon 20. Now moving to the next question, you can see that if the three coins are tossed, you can see that if you are tossing 3 coins, you can get head, or you can get head, TTT, trail, or you can get HTH. Therefore you can get so many outcomes. Now what you have to find out, you can see that you have to find out the 3 coins are tossed simultaneously 200 times. So you have to find out the frequency of different outcome. 3 times if you are getting head, this is 23 times you are getting 3 heads. 72 times 2 heads, 77 times 1 head, and 28 times no head. So we can see that what we have to find out, we have to find out that if the coins are simultaneously tossed, compute the probability of getting 2 heads. You can see that the number of favorable outcome is 72 and the total number of outcome is 200. Therefore the answer will be 72 upon 200. You can see here this one. This is the very good question of this exercise. But first you should understand that what is given in the question. I am not going to read the whole question. You can read yourself, but I will just tell you in brief. There are 2,400 families which were surveyed, and it was found that the families which are having less than 7,000 income, there are 0 families which are having there are 10 families which are having 0 vehicle. There are 160 families which are having 1 vehicle, and 25 families which are having 2. 0 families above than 2. That's mean in this. And similarly, one more I am going to explain you. If the monthly income is 13,000 to 16,000, such families, there are 2 such families which are having 0 vehicle, and 469 families which are having 1, 59 which are having 2, and 25 which are having 2. Now if you understand that, you can give easily the answer of these questions. The first one is, I am going to show you. The first one is the earning 10,000 to 13,000 and owning exact 2 vehicle. You can see that 10,000 to 13,000 and exact 2 vehicle. That's mean you have to go here, and there are 29 such families. Therefore the answer will be 29 upon total. That's mean 2,400 families, because these families were surveyed. Now moving to the next one, the earning 16,000 or more per month and owning exact 1 vehicle. 16,000 and more, you can see that this one, and more than and exactly 1 vehicle. There are 579 family. Therefore the answer will be 579 upon 2,400. Now similarly you can do the third one and fourth part also. But if you will see the last part, fifth part, owning not more than 1 vehicle. Not more than 1 vehicle, that's mean you have to take all these. But you cannot take this one and this one, because in answer we need not more than 1 vehicle. So we have to add all these number and then divide by 2,400, and we will get the answer. You can see here, as I told you, the similar solution you can see here also. But in the last part I am going to show you. You can see that in the last part they have added all the numbers which I told you, and then it divided by 2,400, and they have converted into the simplest form, and we get this answer. Similarly, you can do the question number 6 and 7th also. Now moving to the question number 8. For watching the question number 8, you have to see the table from the book, which is again from statistic chapter. In this there are the 40 engineer, and their distance, the living place, where they used to live, their living place from their work area are at these distances. The first scientist, he lives 5 kilometer away from his workplace, and similarly 3 kilometer next, and about 10 kilometer next, and similarly you can now you understand this data. Now we have to give the answer of this question. The first one, what is the empirical probability that an engineer lives less than 7 kilometer for the place? So for less than, we have to observe that how many numbers are less than 7. So we have to observe less than 7, that's mean we will not include 7. So you can see that there are 9 such numbers. So we have taken 9 numbers, and the total scientists to be surveyed are 40. So the answer will be 9 upon 40. Similarly, we can see the more than 7 or equal to 7, that's mean you will take 7 and more than 7. But if you will see the last part, how many within half kilometer from her workplace, so you can see that there is no any number which is having 0.5 kilometer, therefore the answer will be 0 upon 40, that's mean there will be 0, the answer will be 0. You can see here this one. Similarly, you can do question number 12. Now we are moving to the last question of this exercise. The blood group of 30 students in class 8th are recorded, this one. Now use this table to determine the probability that the students of this class selected at random has the blood group AB. So first what we have to do, we have to see that how many AB are there. You can see that 1, 2, 3. There are 3 AB. So the probability will be 3 upon 30 because total number of students are 30. Thank you very much.